got PhD from National Chung-Hsing in 2008. And his research field is feed nutrition, especially leading nutrition. And his position now is associate researcher at Taiwan Research Institute.
Good morning. Thank you, Dr. Katsumata. Yeah. Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Fang-Chueh. I am work the same department as Dr. Liu. This is Dr. Liu. Okay. We are. How to say? Today, I am very happy to have a chance with you to discuss this topic. My topic is reproduction of recombinant pepsin, pancreatic lipase, and colipase. From Pichia Pastoris was the field activity. My topic has four sections. The first section is introduction, and the second section is material and the method, and the three sections is running animal feeding experience, and the final section is conclusion. In the introduction, what you know, over the past 10 years, the crude oil price is increased very high. This situation, in fact, the grain, such as the corn, was moved to make biofuel. So the corn price is increased also very high. So how to copy this situation? Maybe we need to find a new way. Because the corn moved to the excellent. We can see this picture. The red curve is the same corn for the method. We can see in the 2000 only 5%, corn for the method. But in the 2012, we can see it's more than 40%. So it's very high. So the corn price also increased very quickly. And in the recent years, there have been a new trend showing the use of the fermentation process, the poor digestion of low nutrition byproduct or recombinant enzyme was an ingredient to reduce cost of animal feed, inclusion of the corn, soybean meal, and the fish meal. In Taiwan, we will prefer use the red grain and the white grain over the food spear to do the fermentation process, because the fermentation process can improve this byproduct digestion. Okay, this picture is a liquid fermentation tank. We always use it to produce the prebiotic. And this picture is a solid state fermentation tank. We can use it to input the low nutrition byproducts. In animal diets, always contain the fish meal. The fish meal have a such as increase feed efficiency and growth performance through their better feed ability and enhance nutrient uptake and digestion, absorption, and balance amino acid composition. But the feed cost increased by higher price fish meal. We can see the picture. The picture is the price of the fish meal from the 1992 to 2008. We can see in the 2000, the price of fish meal is over there. But in 2008, increased very quickly. For a reason, we can predict the addition of some the recombinant pepsin in the diet. Maybe it's an efficient way to copy with the feeding diet without contain fish meal for the post-weaning, because fish meal price is very high. But you know, in the process of weaning for the baby pig, it's a very serious stress. Because they are in testing development, it have not yet matured. So based on the serious study in the 1988, after weaning, the median fat digestibility will decline to 65 to 80%, leading to the energy diffusion phenomena in the post-weaning. We can see the figure. The horizontal axis is the body weight, and the horizontal axis is body weight, and the vertical axis is the pancreatic lipase. And this curve is before the weaning, and the red curve is on the weaning day, and the right curve is after weaning. We can see before the weaning, the development of lipase activities increase very quickly because in the source milk it contains a high percentage of the fat. But the weaning, the lipase activity will decrease very quickly because in the diet can provide very high percentage fat for the post-weaning. The colipase is the same. You can see after weaning, the colipase activity drop down very quickly and very big. In the diets, the grease source have a 95 to 98% of the triglyceride, and they need the muscle fat, and then they need the bile salt to muscle fat. We can see the cartoon figure. This is very big size in fat, but the fat need to bile salt to emulsify to become a small size oil lip. At the time, the lipase is still can digest it because on the oil draft phase have some charge. They have a negative charge or a positive charge, so they need this colipase because colipase can underphase to perform the water interface. They can let the lipase to digest it. So we call the colipase is a protein provider, just like mineral provider. This by contrast expression concept. Before we do the expression, we need to contrast the secretion concept. In my contrast, we use the GAP-DH. GAP-DH is one type of housekeeping to be a model dry the pepsin, lipase, or CDA. And then we use the PE7 was model to dry the NILGS. NILGS is one kind of antibiotic resistant. This flowchart is how to produce the recombinant protein. Okay. The first step, you need to clone the gene, and then we control the expression better. And then we use the electroporation, transfer this expression better into the yeast cell. And then we need to set up high copy number yeast transporters. And then we do the large scale fermentation, And then we check the protein, is right or not right. So we need to check the bioactive acid and the western blot, and then we dry it. After we dry it, we can put it in the dark to do the animal test. This picture is in our study to use the whole cell for the DS115. You can see the file just like this, And the small scale, we always use the 15 milliliter vial to produce the expression vector. And do the large scale, we need to use the 10 liter fermenter to expression recombinant protein. Before we do the large scale the fermentation process, we need to check the yeast transformer have a copy number. So we need to check the yeast transformer in the DNA, messenger RNA, protein, and the bioactivity. This picture is we check yeast transformer. The number is 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, and 4-1, and 4-2, and 4-3. We can find the pepsin CDN have been integrated into the yeast transformer genomic DNA. And check it. And the messenger and the messenger, we also find this is transporter content that can translate the messenger, can translate the text into messenger. We can find the messenger next over there, and use the alpha tubule for the internal control. And the protein level, we always use the STH to analysis, so we can see the 40 kilodalton. This is the recombinant pepsin. So this is the transfer can screen recombinant pepsin. You can see over there. And GSEU is a negative control. GS115 is a negative control. And the Western, we need to use the Western to check the protein expression level. In Western blot, we use the first antibody is anti-histamine. The second antibody, we use the anti-histamine conjugate HRP. So we can see the recombinant pepsin. Sorry. And in the lipase, lipase CDN probably is from the post-side pancreas. We are first time close the fullness, this fullness. So we submit the fullness lipase CDNA to the NCBI gene bank. We get the SS number. Use the electrophoretic transport to the transporter. So we use the PCR to check the transporter. Number 2, 8, 9, 22, 24, 26. The lipase CDN is integrated to the transporter. And we can find maybe the number 26. And this is a lipase messenger RNA from the Easter transporter. We also can find the number 26. Higher messenger RNA level is higher than the other Easter transporter. This is SDH assay, and this is the Western assay. We also find the 22, the number 26, have a high expression of the lipase. For that expression, we also check in the DNA. We can find the DNA is integrated in the Easter transporter, and use PCR to check the colipase residual. We also find the number 2-1 is high expression level, and this is Western part. We also find the number 5 high expression. In the bioactivity assay of the recombinant pepsin and the lipase and the colipase, in the analysis method, it has been published. It has been published here in 2004. In this method, we use the 0.5% fetal cap serum was the subtype. And the analysis machine, we use the spectrophotometer at the wavelength 280 nanometer. And 1 unit of the pepsin activity is defined as absorption value equated 1. And the recombinant lipase and the colipase activity was a major with the titration. We use the filtering of the subtype. And 1 unit of lipase of the colipase activity is defined as 1 micromole of the filtering acid released from the filtering in 1 minute at the 25 Celsius. And this is the result. We can find the 9 Easter transporter. They can find projection of capacity on the expression, the pepsin expression, and by activity range from 4.5 to 11. So we can find the Easter transporter. Number 4-3 is high expression. And And then this is a lipase or lipase bioactivity assay. In the lipase activity assay, we use the supernatant compound number 26. The time course have 24 hour and 40 hour and 70 hour and 90 hour post culture. And the activity is each time we use the 300 micrometer to do the analysis. We can find at the 22 hours the activity is 1002.2 and the 40 hours is 180.3 and the 70 hour is 300.1 and the 99 hour is 305.8. So we can see the bioactivity reach the payload is more than 72 hours post culture. And the lipase activities, we use the supernatant, we found the number is 2-5 is the transformer. The time course is the same lipase. We can see the activity. At the 24 hours, the activity is 126. 40 hours, 130. And 70 hours is 190. 96 hours is 198. So it's the same. The time, the culture time is more than 70 hours. The bioactivity is reaching the plateau. And after that, we do the animal test. The animal test, we have 3 parts. The first part is application of recombinant pepsin to improve the digestion of dietary protein out of the soybean and the corn for the post-weaning. In this study, we adapt the animal is weaning pigs with age at 26 to 28 days. A total of 24 heads consist of a half male and a half female, which are adapted and assigned to 12 nursery pigs. And the diet has 3 kinds. The first kind is a traditional breed feed. It always contains 5% of fish meal. And in the negative control groups, it's without fish meal. Their protein source consists of soybean meal and yellow corn. And the final diet is the groups without a fish meal, but supplemented with 1,000 units per kilogram of the pepsin activity in the diet. Okay. And we do this study for 4 weeks. And then determined items have growth hormone, grass trait, and hemoglobin concentrate. After that, maybe we can adapt loss of the data server was the monitoring indicator to examine the effect on the growth hormone in and the digestion of dietary protein out of the soybean meal and the corn for the post-immunity. In this study, we can find the growth hormone of the post-week. They are not different. They are not different. But we can see in the body weight, the animal traits contain the animal traits without a fish, but the 1,000 units per kilogram pepsin. We can see we can see the first 3 weeks, the animal feed with 5% fish meal. We can see their body weight in the initial 3 weeks. They have a trend to be higher than the animal feed without a fish meal. And in the first week, we can see without a fish meal, at least 1,000 units per kilogram of pepsin, we can see the body weight also have a trend to be higher than the lost trait without a fish. And in the average daily gain, the animal feed with the contained 5 fish meal and animal feed without a fish meal, but the additional 1,000 units per kilogram of pepsin. Their ADG also showed a trend to be higher. Those feed the diet without the fish meal. Yeah, we can see. And average day intake is animal feed addition feed without the fish meal, but the addition 1,000 unit per kilogram is lower than the animal feed with 5% fish meal and without fish meal. You can see that. And in the efficiency, we can see the animal feed with without a fish meal, but the addition 1,000 unit per kilogram taxi have a better feed efficiency than the animal feed without a fish meal. So maybe we can say without a fish meal, but the extra 1,000 unit recombinant pepsin maybe can reduce the negative effect. The diet is without a fish meal. And about animals, immunoglobulin concentration and blood check in the blood sample. We can see the animal trace with the 5% fish meal in the IgM concentration is higher than both without fish meal and without fish meal at the 1,000 unit per kilogram taxi. We can see that. And in the blood tract, we can see the plasma urea nitrogen is different. The animal feed without a fish meal, but at the 1,000 unit per kilogram recombinant taxi, the plasma urea nitrogen is lower than the animal with the 5% fish meal. We can see without a fish meal, and so in this result, maybe we can predict in the diet without a fish meal, but the extra 1,000 unit per kilogram the taxi maybe can help to improve the possibility to digest the soybean meal protein and corn protein. So in the animal test, the session one, we have summarized. In this summary, we have 2 points. Point 1, in according with the result from the piglet's growth performance and the hemoglobin content, it was revealed that supplementation of the 1,000 unit per kilogram taxi in the diet without a fish meal could improve the post-weaning piglet growth performance and the digestion of the whole plant dietary protein out of the soybean and the corn. And point 2. Therefore, we make that when the diet without a fish meal is served as the prefuel for the post-weaning, it is recommended to add 1,000 units per kilogram of the recombinant pepsin activity in the diet with the soybean and the corn to maintain their growth performance. So this degree feeds can reduce feed cost due to without the content the higher price the fish meal. In the section animal test, the title is application of recombinant lipase to improve the digestion of dietary fat for the post-weaning piglets. In this study, a total of the 48 high LYP 28 days piglets with the average body weight of about 7.8 kilogram. Animal was weaning at the 28th day of the age, was randomly divided into the 12 pairs, and the nutritional requirement for piglets in the diet was according to the feeding standard of the pig in Taiwan. Okay, and the experienced diet was supplemental. It is supplemental with the 5,000 and 10,000 unit lipase activity per kilogram. In the basal diet was the test group and acting the same values of the supernatant without lipase in the basal diet for the control group. During the 6 week of experiment period, animal was allowed to deposit access to the water and the diet. The feed intake, blood sample, and blood body weight gain in each individual was recorded weekly. The body sample was collected on the day 1, 7, and the 42 day, the trial start. It was the plasma cells that was taken for the measurement of the T3 concentration. This is a result. We can see they have a difference in body weight. By the animal feed with the 10,000 units recombinant lipase per kilogram, they have a significantly higher than without the recombinant lipase in the body weight on the day 7 post-weaning and 40, 21, and 82. In the average daily gain is the same. And the average day feed intake, the first week and the 2 week and the final week, 6 week is the same. It's higher than without the active recombinant lipase. And the whole period is also the same. The diet contain the 10,000 recombinant lipase activity is better than without contain the recombinant lipase. But both of 5,000 and 10,000, there is not difference. In the blood sample, we can see that in the blood tray, we see the triglyceride. On the 7th day post-weaning, in the 10,000 unit recombinant lipase per kilogram is higher than the without the lipase. Okay. But in the 42 post-weaning, I think at this time the animal lipase level is mature. So maybe it can screen the lipase for fat digestion. Okay. And event is the same. Event is not, there is no difference, they are not different. Okay. Okay. So the summary is 2 points. The first point, during the over period, the gross performance of the thickness in the test group is inhibited superior to that of the control group. And pointed to, according to the preview results, it was suggest that addition of 10,000 units per kilogram of recombinant lipase in the diet will have better digestibility of the post-weaning. And finally, animal text. In this text, the experiment animals that a total of 32 hybrid 28 F-day of the LYDP particulates. And their average body weight is 7.338. Okay, and experiment diets have only two diets. The first diet is include the 5,000 unit expression recombinant colipase, and the other diet is without recombinant colipase. And the major items have a body weight and the food intake. Also, body sample always correct. Okay. The result is we can see this picture. The p-value have a significant difference. The significant difference is on the day 8 and day 15 and day 22 and day 28 post-weaning. Yeah, we can see the body weight. The animal feed with the 5,000 units per kilogram is better than without the recombinant colipase. The gross performance there is no difference. There are no difference. In the blood sample, we can see the triglyceride concentrate at the 28th day of the post-weaning. At the 5,000 units per kilogram is better than the colipase. So summary is we have 2 points. This demonstration test group gained the significant more than weight than the thickness in the control group and the measure at day 15 and day 22 and day 28. The blood TG level significantly increased in the experienced test group 28 stable post-weaning compared with those of the control group. So the final section is the conclusion. I conclude two parts. The first part is by the post-ticket was raised with the whole plant protein, only out of the soybean meal and corn. It had a detrimental effect on their growth performance. The addition of the appropriate activity of recombinant pepsin in the diet maybe is an alternate approach to maintain normal growth performance of the post-weaning piglets. And the second point is their experience data shows that the use of recombinant phospholipase or colipase was a dietary supplement providing the alternative approach for the improved fat digestion and enhance the growth performance of the post-weaning pig. Therefore, we suggest that feeding with colipase-enriched yeast culture is a convenient method to elevate the dairy fat digestion and absorption to promote the growth performance of the post-weaning pig. It allows large-scale use the yeast culture content enrich the recombinant lipase or colipase in the pig farmer industry. Thank you for your listening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, the time is almost run out. Maybe
why did you not use all protein by animal-based protein? Because we know that plant-based protein, the amino acids are more digestible than the animal-based protein, like amino acid, like fish meal. They are more digestible as compared to the plant-based, which are the corn and soya. Why did not you use blood plasma protein to compare with this?
I think the fish meal in Taiwan, the price is very high. So, because I work at the government, so we need to figure out this question. So, I think maybe use the recombinant technology, the DNA recombinant technology, maybe can produce some kind of the enzyme. They can help the post-weaning pig to digest the protein. Because as you know, the fish meal, the amino acid digestion is better than the plant protein. But if we add some kind of the enzyme, such as pepsin, maybe can help the post-weaning to digest the plant protein. So maybe they can this way maybe can help farmers to reduce their feed costs. I hope.